only took 3 seconds for somebody to stand up here with a suit for you to quiet down, so that's pretty good. My name is Li-Wen Kang, class of 1988, music major. The two things that I'd like you to keep in mind while I'm telling you about my life story are number one, luck, and number two, perseverance. So my story with Baltimore School for the Arts card came in 1985. So I walked into the halls from Taiwan, having never seen snow, never been outside of Asia, didn't speak much English, and walked into School for the Arts in '85 to study violin in Peabody and go to School for the Arts. So remember that part about perseverance? It's kind of hard when you don't speak English, right? So first semester was a disaster. Back in the 80s, there was no FaceTime. I had to spend $2 a minute to call Taiwan. And I failed first semester. If Mr. Tabania is here around, maybe he will know. He didn't fail me, but I was convinced my second year that since English is already my second language, I don't need to take French. I was called to the principal office and told otherwise. Fast forward a couple more years, I learned English, passed my classes, caught up with my class of '88. Where's Becky? Becky's here, right? And graduated. And remember what I said to you about luck and perseverance? Because of the teachers here, I was accepted and went to Harvard. I also lived out of Ronnie Block's, who's the college guidance counselor's office that year, essentially, because as you know, the seniors and juniors, it's very stressful, right? But you will be fine. Not my words, other people's, right? So after Harvard, and the part about perseverance about Harvard is everybody there is smart, right? And I certainly didn't feel the same pressure because I had already failed. After that, I didn't know what I want to do. I thought I'd be a lawyer, and then somebody told me I had to take the LSAT, go to 3 years of law school. I said, no thank you. I could be a doctor. That involves 4 years of medical school, 3 years of residency, so I said, no thank you. So what do you do? I had an international relations major. I decided to go to New York and get a career on Wall Street. Another example of failure. If you think rejection letters for colleges are hard, try rejection letters from jobs. No thank you. The best interview I've ever had was with McKinsey and Company, a big consulting company that came to Harvard, right? I thought I was a big shot, but everybody that interviewed at Harvard went to Harvard. When in the interview, they said, all right, Li-Wen, you have a C+ average. Why should we hire you? It was the best interview I've ever had. I knew I had no chance getting the job. But as luck would have it, remember the luck? I did get a job in investment banking and embarked on a career that took me to Manhattan, took me to London, Australia, and back to Baltimore. Now somebody already said this earlier, so be nice to everybody you meet. I met my wife at Harvard, and she's the best thing that's ever happened to me. My other theme, perseverance. We started dating in college. We didn't get married until we're 32. And I'm still paying the price. So fast forward, what brings me back to Baltimore is my wife. So she's a physician at Hopkins. For the first 5 years we were married, I lived in New York. I was convinced that I could stay in New York, live in my little bachelor pad on Madison and 67th Avenue. But she had other plans. We wanted to have a family. So So that was the plan. That was the plan. And as luck would have it, I got a job with Lake Mason, which is in Baltimore, and I spent a couple years, and a year later the kids were born. We have twin boys. Going back to my two themes of luck and perseverance, it is beyond a doubt in my mind that I've been very fortunate. I've been given a lot of opportunities that many people don't get to have. You have been given an opportunity that many people don't have. So remember that. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about is what that means. What does luck mean? Luck doesn't mean you sit around and wait for things to happen, right? You have to work hard, which is where perseverance comes in. And I know, I can see Norma, right? You guys know how to work hard, and you're going to work even harder. But what I want to reassure you is the world recognizes hard work. You have to be in the place where you can be lucky. And we, the School for the Arts community, are always going to be here as your family. And for some reason, the day after graduation, when I left Baltimore, I got on that train to Boston and say, see you never. Here I am. So don't push your luck. Don't say things you will regret. My time is almost up. So thank you for having me, Chris, Bridget.